Hello, chat. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope I have everything set up correctly. I'm like 90% sure I do. I was having technical issues this morning though with my computer. I basically, got out of bed, took a nice shower, had some breakfast / lunch, and went over to my computer, right? This is maybe like half an hour ago or something. And, boot it up, it boots up just fine. Hello. Really enjoying my stream, thanks. No, I'm not adding anyone on Discord, thanks though. Gonna assume you're a bot. Anyway. I was, setting up my computer. So I turn it on. It comes up with, your normal Windows login page. And put in the password and everything. And, it starts, says that it's it says the little welcome thing that it does, has the little circle spinning showing that's working. And I noticed the circle's spinning a bit longer than usual. And I'm like, huh, that's a bit odd. Because usually it's pretty instant on my computer where I type it in maybe for a second, maybe 2 seconds if it's having a bad day. And then it just, switches right to my desktop background. And so it's taking a while this time, and I'm like, huh, that's a bit weird. But I'm like, okay, I won't think anything about it. And I'm still sitting there, still thinking. It's been 10 seconds now. And I'm like, okay, something's weird. But I'm it's still thinking, so I'll probably just get there and it's just having a slow day technology sometimes likes doing. So I was like, okay, I will try and, I'll just let it, go through. And it finishes. And I'm like, okay, it's gonna go to a thing. And that just gives me a gray screen with my cursor. And I'm like, uh-oh. That's not good. So I give it, maybe 30 more seconds to a minute. Still just sitting on that page. I can move my cursor around and everything, but there's nothing to interact with. So I'm like, well, I'll do, the normal debugging. I'll just restart my computer and go from there. So I restart my computer, hold down the power button for a few seconds. Turns off perfectly fine. Wait about 20 seconds just to make sure it's fully shut down and it doesn't, do some sort of weird soft reboot thing. So I'm like, okay, it's been 20 seconds, it's totally shut down. Let me turn it back on. Turn it back on. Comes up the same way it always does. Shows me my, log into my account thing. I'm like, okay, log in again. It's thinking, doing its Windows thing. And I'm like, that's still not good, It might do the same thing, but, it was just messed up. Maybe it's going to be faster. It goes to the gray page again. I'm like, oh, crap. So then I just, on my phone, I go to Claude, and I just explain to Claude what's going on. And I'm like, okay, this is what's going on. And it's like, oh, it's, an issue with Windows. And I'm like, thanks, Claude. I already knew it was a Windows issue. This clearly seems like a software issue. And it tells me, oh, it's, it seems that, Windows Explorer isn't working properly. So it's make sure Windows Explorer is in your task manager. So I pull up the task manager, and luckily the task manager comes up and is showing. Would have been slightly concerning if that didn't happen. So scroll through the list, looking for Windows Explorer, I find it in there. I'm like, cool, it's there. It doesn't... I can't tell if it's doing anything. I'm not smart enough for that, but it's showing 0 CPU usage. So I'm like, it's probably not working. So I follow the instructions it gave me for it not working. So I right click on it, and it's oh, it has a restart button. I hit restart. It doesn't come up with anything. I'm like, okay. Like, it disappears on me. So I'm like, okay. It's gonna come back, I'm sure. So I wait like a minute or two. It doesn't come back at all. I'm like, uh-oh. Yeah, and I like look at the instructions it's telling me. And I'm like, not really understanding it. And I don't want to like, you know, try to mess around with stuff. So then I'm just like, okay, I hit restart. I'm just gonna reboot the computer again. It's probably gonna come up with the same thing, but maybe I'll, you know, get back to it showing up and I can figure out what I actually need to do. But luckily I reboot, comes up, you know, again, the same information. I put in my password and everything, and it just logs me in fine. So I guess hitting reset on the Windows Explorer there fixed it. I'm not 100% sure what could have caused the issue. I'm hoping it's just like a one-off issue of it not shutting down correctly or something. And that it's not a more serious issue that's going to keep coming up. But we'll see, I guess. So yeah, that was what was happening literally right before stream, so I was like a bit frazzled as I was setting everything up for stream. But everything seems to be working fine now. And hopefully it stays fine. If it continues being an issue, I might like roll back the Windows update. Because I did have a Windows update, I think a day or two ago. I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was the day before. It's like, it's possible that could have caused it, but I don't know why it would have not been an issue yesterday then. But yeah, enough of story time for my woes of having, you know, tech issues. Can get into our Ironmon runs, and we're getting pretty close to 4,000 resets here. So, yeah. Hopefully we have some good runs today. I'd be very excited to have a good run and not hit 4,000, but we'll see what happens. Starting with the Gyarados, that's pretty good. We're going against a Heracross, that's less good. We got Stab Hydro Cannon. We have Sturdy. We're on the slower side, but overall this isn't bad. I think I Hydro Cannon. Because it is slightly on the slower side, I'll give it to Mike. I'm just gonna go for a Hydro Cannon, and hopefully it one-shots. Okay, we're dead. Unfortunate. Maybe if I go for a Signal Beam there, but it wouldn't be super effective at all. It wouldn't even be effective, it'd be not very effective, so I don't think it would do enough. So, you know, good first Pokemon of the day, bad first run of the day. Second run will clearly be better, though. Go middle. Golem. Golem's decent against Eradicate. Okay. Actually decently fast. We have Drought, which is actually pretty good. It'll weaken water moves against us. We only have Vice Grip, though, and Leech Seed. That's a bit concerning. Let's give this one to Prep. I feel like this is a Prep Pokemon. We'll keep the King's Rock. And we will maybe Leech Seed first. Oh yeah, it has a super effective hidden power. That's annoying. Yeah, these moves seem fine. He has Hyper Cutter, which is super annoying actually for us. Luckily, Tickle is lowering his defense enough that we get out. We're gaining 3 attack, which is really good. Well, only gaining 1 speed, which is not good. What's Endeavor again? I mean, Leech Seed isn't allowed, so... Get rid of Leech Seed, I guess. Level 7. We can get rid of our King's Rock now. Do we run this Golem? It's only gaining 1 speed per level, so I think we should probably pivot. If we can find a better Pokemon, that is. I also only have Vice Grip as like a move right now, so... It's probably definitely a pivot situation. Hey, Lunatone's weaker. I don't really want a Lunatone. Lava's also not great. It's a very fast Quilava, though. Okay. When I say very fast, I mean faster than me. Not wanting Sunkern. Getting lots of Pokemon in the 400 BST range. Which is not what I'm wanting. Jumpluff could be okay. It's weak to lots of stuff, though. Dude, I keep running into the same Pokemon. Oh my gosh, let me leave, please. Jeez. Okay, that thing has Cross Chop. That's terrifying for me. Run into 5 Jumpluffs in a row. What are the chances here? Dunsparce isn't very good because it wouldn't even have Stirring Grace, which is what makes it okay in general. Lots of Pokemon faster than me. Not many good Pokemon. At least so far. Thing I did do since my last stream is my new TV came on Thursday. So that was exciting. Oh yeah, he has Magical Leaf. Yeah, so I set up my new TV. And setting it up was actually pretty easy. I totally ignored the instructions on it saying... Actually, let's go back. Let's go back before that. So, my mom's texting me because I use my mom's Amazon account. And I ended up buying it on Amazon. I was originally going to buy it on, like, go to Best Buy and get it. But Best Buy had the exact same price. And it was like, there was no reason to buy it through Best Buy, basically, because it was the exact same price. I would have had to, you know, actually drive there. It wouldn't have been delivery and everything. Hello, Mally. I am over 30, but my mom has Amazon Prime, so why would I not use her account? It's just an easy way to save money. For like the 2 times a year I buy things on Amazon. I'm also on my parents' phone plan as well. It's great. Highly recommend. you have that opportunity. But yeah, so I buy it on Amazon, and Amazon is like, oh, well, this is Monday I bought it, and it was like, oh, it will come uh, next Monday, and I'm like, okay, a week's a bit longer than I expected it to be, but you know, it says it will get here then. So then I get an update on Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's like, I'll come here on Thursday, and I'm like, great. I'm happy about that. Thursday is like one of my workout days. I tend to, you know, watch a show while I work out. Like, that works perfect. So, on Thursday, I'm like, you know, on the lookout for it. And it finally arrives, and I get a text message from it, and I'm gonna read you guys exactly what the text message says, because it looks totally like a scam. It literally says delivered, and then has, you know, basically a pound sign and like a bunch of numbers. And then it has like a link that just says a.co, and then, you know, a bunch of slash, a bunch of letters. And it literally looks like a scam text. So when I got it, I'm like, huh. Like, I didn't click the link or anything because I was too scared to. I'm like, this looks like a scam, if I've ever seen one. But I was also like, I know my package is arriving today, so I need to actually, like, go and check. So I do go and check at the front door, and luckily it's right there at the front door. It's always a 50-50 whether they put it near the front door or they are lazy and just put it at my garage door because they don't want to walk around. So it's like sitting at my front door, so I grab it, bring it in. And I'm still annoyed that they like never ring the doorbell or anything. Because imagine that I like didn't get the text, like say I had a wrong number in or something, or I saw the text, thought it was a scam, and was like, oh, it must still be, you know, on the way. Right. Then it would just be sitting out there forever. Who doesn't have a camera doorbell at this point? Me. I don't have a camera doorbell. But they also have been doing, like, not ringing the doorbell long before camera doorbells were popular. It's insane. I don't know why they don't just ring the doorbell. And I can, like, understand it, I guess, for items that are, like, relatively cheap. Like, if you just had some, like, you bought a cable, sure. You don't have to, like, ring the doorbell for that, but it's like, this was clearly a TV. So it's ridiculous to, like, have it. Yeah, back then people went to work every day, so you just get it when you open the door. Most people still go to work every day, man. Like, sure, there's a decent amount of people who have the chance to work from home, but the majority still have to, like, go into the office. I don't? Yes, that is true, but I'm not most people, and I understand that. And they don't know that. It's not like they have a ticker for you to be like, oh, yes, I will definitely be home. I just don't see any harm in ringing the doorbell. I think it is a more net good than net bad thing. But anyway, so I get the TV, I bring it inside. I'm pretty sure in the about like 10 seconds it took me to bring it inside from opening my door, I let like 3 bugs into my house. So for like the last few days I've just been killing bugs that have been around my place, flying around. So I start opening it up, and everything's in there. Super nice. Pull out the instructions. Instructions say, hey, you need 2 people for this. I'm like, yeah, I don't need 2 people for this. It's a 43-inch TV. It's not that bad. It's not heavy at all. Right. This one is shit. This one is great. Oh god damn it, I just ran away from a level 8 Crobat. Because I wasn't paying attention. Though the Crobat does seem very slow, which is concerning. I'm gonna go to other things. This one is great for pivoting. But yes, it is shit overall. So yeah, the instructions say 2 people. I'm a single man who lives alone, so I'm like, I can do it myself. So, you know, take everything out, make sure I have everything needed. It's literally, you know, just the TV, a couple screws in the stand, and the remote. Take everything out, I start setting it up. And, you know, I try to put the legs on while it's on the ground. I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work. So I pick it up, I put it on my TV stand, you know, just like screen facing down, slightly off of it so I can put the legs on. The legs for it are super easy to get on actually, because they had you basically, the way they had it set up is you could basically like stick the legs in there, and before even screwing it in, it would stay in pretty well just because of gravity. So it's super easy to screw everything in. I'm like, great. Then I have the fun part of like, I have to lift it up and put it up. So I'm able to like lift it up and put it up, but it's facing the wrong way because of, you know, how I had to put it down to put the legs on. So then I'm like having to turn it 360, which wasn't too bad, but just felt a bit awkward. Better to do it on a bed so you don't risk scratching or damaging the screen. It still had the plastic on the screen and everything, so I wasn't worried about scratching the screen. I was also pretty careful at putting it down. And I think it was, you know, mainly resting on the part where it, you know, doesn't have the screen sort of on the sides. But yes, a bed could work too. The only problem is my bed is, you know, further away, and I didn't want to try to carry it super far by myself, because it is, like, just slightly too big to, like, be comfortable carrying. I can carry it, but it's a bit awkward, and I wouldn't want to, like, you know, be walking through the doorway and everything with it and, you know, hit it on a wall or something. But yeah, so I get it spun around, and I'm taking off the plastic. And it comes up, the plastic comes off perfectly on like every side except for one where it decides to shear. So then I'm having to spend about 10 minutes like just trying to get the little piece of plastic off. Gotta hit those weights? No, it's not a heavy thing. It's not because it was too heavy that it's, you know, annoying. It's that it is just large. So it's, you know, unruly to hold a bit. Again, not too bad, but not optimal. Okay, then make yourself grow. Damn. Yeah, I should have thought of that. But yeah, so I'm trying to get the plastic off. And that takes me like 5 minutes because of how it's sheared. And I'm just like, you know, using my nail on like the little bit where it's like a knot on the screen, trying to like lift it up so I can slowly pull it off. That was super annoying. But luckily it only happened on that one side. Is this guy good? Oh my god, he's not good. He's so slow. And he has stench. This is very bad. I try to just pivot to something over here. So I can hopefully get something faster. So yeah, I'm finally able to get everything off. I'm like, okay. Plug in the TV, plug in, you know, my Switch 2, my PS4, and all that. So the TV starts booting up. So I can like get to the setup, and I'm like, cool, you know, it's working properly. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like cleaning up. I'm getting rid of some of the excess packaging that came in. I'm starting to get the remote out, and the TV's sitting on the page where you're like, choose the language. That's like the first menu that came up was, you know, what language do you want it in? So I'm like getting out the remote, and as I'm getting out the remote, I realize, oh, I don't have the batteries, and I'm not sure where I put the batteries exactly. So I'm looking for the batteries, and I'm having trouble finding them. And as I'm trying to find the batteries, the TV starts talking to me, being like, oh, being like, oh, here's the accessibility settings, because it had like been so long that I had it up that it's thinking that I need like accessibility settings or not. And I'm like, god damn it, it's, you know, talking to me, and I can't do anything to get it to stop because it's I would need the batteries for the remote for that, and I can't find the batteries. So I'm like, oh crap, it's, you know, just talking to me. And so, like, it finishes its spiel, and I'm like, cool. It's gonna, you know, be done now. Said, we think you're dumb, let's help you. Yeah, basically. It was basically saying, hey, here's where the, here's how we can always talk to you. Like, here's the button on the remote for us to, like, talk to you for all the menu things. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. But I'm like trying to find the batteries. I can't find them because I'm just not sure where I put them. And so I'm like, crap. But it finishes its spiel. And then, you know, about 15 seconds later after it finishes its spiel, it starts it again. And I'm like, oh god, it's just gonna like do it on repeat. So I'm like frantically looking for the batteries. And it's, you know, not going well. I can't find them. So it finishes the spiel the second time. And I'm just like, ugh, this is annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to catch this thing. Blind Pokeball, go. Damn it. Unfortunate. So yeah, I'm trying to like find the remote. It finishes the spiel the second time. I'm like, okay, at least it's gonna be speaking, you know, just the same thing over and over again. And then it says at the end of the second spiel, I'm gonna start saying everything in like different languages. And my favorite part about this is, so it says it's gonna start doing it in different languages, right? You'll never guess what the next language it does is. So the first two are English. Malloy, I want you to make a guess of what the next language was that it decided to do it in. British or Australian? Yeah, it does it in British. And I'm like, how's this a different language? It's literally just, you know, an accent. I was like expecting it to be, you know, like Spanish or French or Chinese or something. And it just like pulls out someone with a British accent. And by then I'm just like, okay, I can't find the batteries right now. They ended up like being, I think, still like in one of the packages or something that I hadn't gotten to yet. But I just get my old remote and take those batteries out and put them in the new one. And I get it to shut up by finally getting through the menu. But I found it very funny, one, that it was just talking to me so much, and two, that its next language was British English. Back in your day, nothing used to come with batteries and you had to get your own. True, that's what I thought for a second. Like when I couldn't find the batteries, I was just like, oh, maybe it like didn't come with batteries, and it expected me to, you know, have my own. But no, it did have batteries, so I have like basically backup batteries now for my remote, which is good, because the batteries I have in it currently were from my old remote, which, you know, was that TV is like 7 years old, so they're 7-year-old batteries, so I'm sure they'll die at any point these days. I'm surprised they're still going. Now let's give this to Sando. But yeah, that was my excitement of getting the TV set up, and the TV works really well. I'm happy with it. TV is a decade old. Does your TV have... is it like a smart TV, or is it just a... I guess quote-unquote standard TV? Guess I don't know what the correct terminology would be for that. A special attack's going up so slowly. It's going up 2 though sometimes. I have Ice Beam, which is really good. I think I get rid of Guillotine. It's not worth having. What makes a smart TV, internet, and apps? Yeah, basically. Just the ability to connect to the internet and, you know, download different apps and all that. Nice. I'm sure it was relatively expensive when you got it then, because I feel like that was sort of, you know, the beginning of smart TVs like a decade ago or so. Oh, at PP max, that definitely goes on Ice Beam. I'm gonna keep this Relicanth. It's not the best, but I think it has potential. It's super fast, which I enjoy. And it has Ice Beam already, which, you know, is a good move. I'm very happy about that. Got insane deals, 55, and she got late 2016. I think it was $700 and change. Nice. I think that's slightly more expensive than it would be now. For reference, my 43-inch TV was 400. So, you know, not bad at all, and that's like a midline TV, I think. Not one of the super, you know, cheap brands or anything. But that luster purge hurt. I have no special defense, which is tad rough, but we make do. Stepped in your Chevy Malibu and brought out the apartment yourself. Dude, I can't imagine like carrying a 55-inch TV by yourself like up multiple flights of stairs. Or do you have an elevator, I guess? Might have an elevator. That'd make it a lot easier, I guess. Either way, 55 inches is still like where I would not be that comfortable doing it myself. I'd be too scared I would break it. So tight with your seats down, it actually got stuck and you almost couldn't get it out. Oh no. TVs have come down in price. They're like one of the few things that have had like, you know, deflation instead of inflation. Oh, this guy's gonna kill me for sure. How much does Gus do? Not much. Oh, I'm dead. Solar Beam just kills me even if I heal. I have to hope for a freeze. Freeze, Sando, freeze! No, Sando, you didn't get the freeze. I want to see what this guy would have learned. That's all defense and speed, man. And I like no speed IVs, which I didn't need. This is actually pretty nice though, having like good IVs on all these. I wasn't gonna get anything. I was getting all physical moves, and as you can tell, I was not a physical attacker. I had an elevator, but it was so heavy you took a tarp and had to put a corner on that. You dragged it, destroyed the tarp. Figured shit out myself. Well, good job doing that all yourself. I'm impressed. I definitely would have, like, if I had a big TV like that I had to, like, carry in, I'd call a friend up and be like, hey, can you help me move this? Because I would be have tons of anxiety about it just, you know, completely breaking. You didn't have friends there. I mean, yeah, makes sense. I'm sure you had just moved somewhere. I don't think this thing gets out. Only has Razor Leaf, which is not great. Maybe. It's going against an Igloo buff, so it has a chance. Oh, it's going against Cleffa, sorry. Same difference, though. Alright, it's just gonna like one-shot me or something, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna get 5 hits of Barrage. Okay. And then it's gonna miss Frenzy Plant. Perfect. We're able to get out. I guess I'll have to give this little guy a nickname when I pivot. I was in Wisconsin? Ah, yes. I always sort of forget you're up in Wisconsin at one point. I think because it was like before I knew you, so it's not like stored there in the memory bank all the time. I do think about it sometimes though. When it's like I see stuff about like the Midwest and things, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, Mallory was like in Wisconsin at one point. Leap. It's not good. Well, my fully evolved Pokemon game. 2 years. Yeah, that's a pretty long time. To be up there. I would have froze to death in that time and not been happy. With calcium, that's special attack, right? Yeah. I'm slowly learning what all the I wanted to say candies, that's not what they are. Vitamins. What all the vitamins do in this game. Dude, what's with all these, like, mid-evolution Pokemon? Flying a customer in Vegas every one winter. He had a negative chill. You gotta chill at negative 50? Ooh. Yeah, I remember when I was in undergrad, we had a wind chill of like negative 40 and I had to go to class and that was miserable. It was literally like one of those things of, I was obviously like all bundled up and everything, and like the scarf, the hat, the winter coat, all of that. And I'd just be basically like walking as fast as I could from either, you know, the classroom or my apartment to like the underground tunnels. And then, like going through the tunnels as long as I could until I had to pop out in order to, you know, make the next little trek. Was not fun. Still go out drinking in the weather. As long as you're inside, yeah, it's fine. It's just, you know, having to go outside for those, like, periods of time. And if you're just, like, probably going from, you know, a car to a building, you're outside for, like, you know, maybe a minute at most. It's not too bad. You'd walk? Okay, you guys are insane. That is... I would never willingly go outside in that weather. Then you'd wait in line sometimes? What the fuck? That's crazy. You could never catch me doing that. Am I gonna, like, actually have to scout moves on all these Pokemon because they're all so not good? This Lumber's fast. Oh, this Lumber crit me. Okay. The pivoting is not going well today. I feel like I keep dying to all the pivots. I mean, at this age, you would never. Back then, it was fine. I mean, the temperature doesn't change. It's still, what, -50? I wouldn't do it now. I wouldn't have done it back then. Speaking of college, one of my favorite stories is from my social psych class, because I had enough, like, free credits where I, like, didn't need stuff for my majors, that I was like, oh, I might as well, like, get a minor in something. And I was deciding between, it's like some sort of business, like, business management minor or a, like, psychology minor. So I, like, took both of those classes, and I like the psych one more. So I'm like, okay, I'll just, you know, do a psych minor. That, you know, sounds fun. And one of the classes you had to take was, like, social psychology. So I, like, go into class the first day, the teacher seems fine. He, like, gives out the homework and is like, go to this website for the homework. So I see on the website that it has literally all the assignments for the whole semester on there. So I'm like, okay, I had like lots of free time at the beginning of that semester. So like in a week or two, I basically knocked out all the assignments because honestly, social psych was like, at least at this level it was like a maybe 200 level class or something. It was like all common sense, at least in my opinion. I was like, this is super easy. So I like knocked it all out in like the first 2 weeks. And I like get an email from the teacher, and he's like mad at me for working ahead and like doing all this. So in my like ultimate pettiness, I'm like, fuck this dude. And I just like then never went to class and only showed up for exams. I got an A in the class, by the way. It was extremely easy. But that was like one of like 2 or 3 classes I basically just like never showed up to. The other 2 classes I didn't show up to, one was Calc 1, because I got screwed by my advisor. Because my advisor was like, I had taken Calc AB, which is like the equivalent of Calc 1 in high school. And I had done, I think I got like a 4 on the AP test, so I'd like tested out a bit, right? So, when I like went in, I was like, oh hey, I should be in, you know, when I was like setting up my classes, it was like, oh, I should be in like Calc 2, right? And my advisor was like, oh no, you didn't get a 5 on the AP test. You should do Calc 1 here. It's you know so much harder here. We want to make sure you're well prepared. And obviously, me like not knowing any better and being like, okay, my advisor knows what they're talking about. I'm like, okay, I'll you know default to my advisor's opinion. The advisor was full of bullshit. The class was super easy. It was all the exact same stuff I'd learned. I knew it all. That class was also at like 7:30 a.m., so I just didn't want to get up for it too. For like material I already knew. So I just like never showed up to that class. And then the other class I never showed up to was, I think it was macroeconomics. And honestly, that one I should have showed up to. But I'm being 100% honest. I think I ended up with like a B in that class. Because I just didn't put any effort into it. And I probably should have. Because I'm actually like super interested in econ now these days. But just like back then, I was basically like in my second semester of freshman year. And I was like I was like quote unquote in between majors. Because I had been in computer science and for the first semester and then was like, wait, I hate computer science. I don't want to do this. So I like switched to math and statistics. So I was like basically taking a bunch of the like electives I needed to like knock out. So my semester was super easy. So I ended up like slacking off a lot that semester in the sense that I like didn't go to the econ class. I had a class like that where you never win. For the most part, I didn't, besides like those three. One being I would blame the advisor because it was a class I already took. Two, me being petty. Oh, did I not change the title? I mean category? Thank you, Mike. I did not realize that. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I was a bit flustered because I was having tech issues trying to log into my computer and it was just like coming up with a gray screen and everything. So I like got into my computer later than expected and then was, you know, flustered trying to set everything up. So missed that. Thank you. But yeah, as I was saying, the third classes I skipped. Only the econ one I like feel bad about and I'm like, I shouldn't have skipped that one. All the other ones I think I was fine skipping because one was a class I had already taken and my advisor just basically lied to me. And then the other one was the teacher being an asshole and me being petty. But it's like I knew all the material already because it was easy. I don't think this casting gets out, but if it can get a sonic boom off, maybe it has a small chance. If I somehow get 2 sonic booms out, he definitely gets out. Yeah, and more than 20 health. Nice try, Cascoon, nice try. Welcome to you as well, Mike. Like I said, too many drinks, yeah, he's become a day drinker, I guess. Seen how many rounds of Kaizo I've done and it's turned him to drinking. I don't think Seal gets out here. I was hoping I had a water or ice move, and then I was gonna nickname it, but you can keep the Prism Berry actually. Or Prism Berry. This guy's Drizzle too. He like would be good. I'll just go Horn Attack probably. This super thing, that's great. And Thrash. Wonderful, wonderful. AC Breaker tripped on Monday, so no AC all week was running. Disgusting. No AC at all. It's rough. There's 90 in the house and Musty at 11 p.m. I'm sure Sando can commiserate with you. That does not sound like a fun time. I'm very thankful that I have not had the issue of my AC going out. Man, I'm so bad at talking and like typing in names and stuff and thinking through Pokemon. It's so hard to do both at the same time. Okay, man, you have Aeroblast. That's cool. So when you go to a hotel for a night and send the vacation night. Sure, you could do that, but that does get expensive pretty fast. But I guess if you literally can't sleep in your own house because it's so hot, it's probably worth spending the money on. Ah, I should have Milotic on my favorites list. Okay, Snow Run. I'll let you keep the poison blame. You're gonna Twin Needle, you're gonna instantly get a poison. Or you're gonna get Ancient Palette and died instantly. Oh my god, and he's gonna get the boost even though I'm dead. Aggladon's just rubbing it in now. And I logged into my Twitch dashboard today. They now have a new like setup thing where they show like what you're streaming at for horizontally. So it shows that I'm like streaming at 1080p for the horizontal view. And they have also a setup of vertical view thing. So you can like stream vertical and horizontal at the same time. Which is interesting. I mean, they're definitely trying to appeal to the younger TikTok demographic there. All this vertical live stream stuff. Maybe I'm just a hater, but I've never gotten the point of vertical stuff. I don't really like shorts. I've never been a TikTok guy. I was never even a Vine guy. Never got into Vine. Yeah, Melee, I'll name this one after you. It has a chance of getting out. Keep the white herb on, too. Go... Hydro Pump. Yeah, we got out. Dude, this was the third time I've like gotten out today with a Pokemon with like 14 speed. Seems to be like the magic number today. Ooh, an Espeon. Oh god, an Espeon I can't run from. Oh, let me leave, Espeon. Oh, you're so scary. No! That's literally the same patch of grass. So scary. Okay, we will be catching an Espeon, by the way. Want a level 6 one preferably? Of course, it gives me the level 6 Haunter instead. That's great. I'm not mad. Yeah, I'll just take a level 5 one, I guess. Oh my god, it crit me. Why? Why does this game hate me? Okay, it was bad anyway. That. Ah! Oh no, I was looking at special defense thinking that's special attack. Oh, let's see. I would have had Crab Hammer Psychic. Okay, it's actually really good and I'm mad. It was fast, it had good special attack, it had Stab Psychic, it had Crab Hammer. Would have gotten Blast Burn. Beat Up's pretty bad. Would I have gotten another move? Okay, I would have been sitting on 3 good moves. Arguably 2, depending on how you see it. Because I would have had Psychic, I would have had Crab Hammer, which is okay, and I would have had Blast Boon, which is like okay, but it has the turn of recharging. I think that Espeon would have been a weird one where it either dies right away, or it like gets pretty far, but like doesn't win it. Unless like Stab Psychic just carried me the whole way through everything. I feel like I'd like miss a Crab Hammer though at some point on like a Dark type Pokemon and lose. Caterpie is a no. I don't think Caterpie gets out here. I do have Rock Slide. Go with that. Oh, his Hydro Pump is too strong. That's unfortunate. Man, the runs have... I've been like getting out of the lab a decent amount actually, but I haven't been like getting anywhere on the run actually. Okay, what else? What do you have? Nothing. You have nothing that could save me here, man. Egg Bomb is my best option. That does no damage, okay. He's just got a Tail Glow on me. And then use a physical move anyway. Yeah, 2 physical moves after double Tail Glowing? Okay, Ivysaur, that's cool, man. I'm not salty about that. Okay, right. Ooh. Just grab the Credilli, man. We both have Intimidate. That's pretty funny. Damn it. I was hoping he was a physical attacker because I halved his attack. But unfortunately, he had a fire move that was pretty decent, so. Alright. Solar Rock. Alright, here goes Solar Rock vibes. Let's go with Kumquat. I'll give that one to Kumquat. Actually, I'll go on to Trish today. Trish comes into stream more, so I'll start with Trish. I'm sure Kumquats will get one later. Fire Punch and Meteor Mash? Okay. What am I going up against, I guess, is the question. A Snubble? Be Meteor Mash. And he has Water Spatter one-shots me. Okay, that's amazing. And no special defense. I did not expect to die to Snubble. He must have had high defense and like low special defense or something. I like high defense and decent special attack. Expect the unexpected. Then it's not unexpected. If I expect it. Slowpoke. I have a water move, Slowpoke. None of those are water moves, man. Wing attack, and that's it. Guess we click transform and pray. Oh boy, we die instantly to Mega Horn. You know, that works too. Take that up with CBS. Lawsuit seems like a lot of effort. Telling CBS that their slogan doesn't make sense. Is that still their slogan? I know it like used to be. Big brother. You know, getting a Ponyta, but we're going against an Electrode. I don't think we get out here. We could, but there's a decent chance we don't. Think I just go Magical Leaf? He has Rock though, I'm just dead. CBS is the network, yes, yes. I do know CBS is the network. Also, you should be getting ads soon, Malloy. Let me know if you actually get ads or if you somehow skip them again. Oh, I'm a champ. Against a Dunsparce? Give me a fighting move. Give me a fighting move? I'm decently fast. I'm a physical attacker. Oh, like Kumquat's gonna be a champ. Like the complete opposite of Kumquat as a person. She does not have forearms. I mean, or if you skip again and immediately cut to an ad, amazing. Such a good streamer. Color change sort of sucks, I'll say that much right now. Cross drop should get me the win. Dude, what was this Dunsparce's defense? I hit him with a stab cross shaw. What the hell? This thing is 100 power. With stab, it's 150. I have like amazing attack. I actually wasn't gonna get many good things, I'll be honest. This guy doesn't win, I'm pretty sure. If I got to Misty, I would've gone Try Attack. Actually would've been okay. What the hell did this Dunsparce have? Holy shit, he just had so much defense and so much HP. And then he had like just enough attack, I'm pretty sure, to kill me. It's so annoying. And he had takedown, so it's stab. Man, if takedown and vice grip were flipped, I lived there. That's frustrating. That was a good Machamp. Probably not run winning, but it's good. Wow, these stats are not good. I'm fast, but my special attack's pretty low. I have no attack, no defense, and my HP's way too high. You know, I want to give this to Sarybot, because I always think it's funny to give the bot a run. I think I get out. Psybeam here. Yeah, I can't even one-shot a Nidoran. Oh, pathetic this is. Okay. We should be able to pivot easily, because we're extremely fast. Weezing might be good. I'm so scared to like scout moves. Octillery? Octillery, that's faster than me. That's superpower. Didn't do much damage as superpower, which is concerning because I have no defense, but it had 2 levels on me too. Maybe it's just a special attacker. It's so hard to tell though. Level 8 Rallying Can. So we know Octillery is fast. So my choices are Weezing, Octillery, or Relicanth. Intimidate Relicanth is pretty good. I think Weezing's just better though, right? Because Relicanth will just die to any grass move. So Intimidate doesn't really help us there. I think we go for a level 8 Weezing. Bonus points is if the Weezing has Levitate. Weezing also has higher base stat total than Relicanth. There's a better chance of being good. Okay, we're just gonna wing it. Throw a Pokeball and pray. Oh, nice. I didn't expect it to get caught. Also, welcome back, by the way, Mallory. I forgot to say that. Yeah, and now we pray it's good. You know, moves are not my favorite. Has too much HP. We'll see what else is out there. So this out there, now you know, welcome back. True. Sometimes I like see Storybot's message and my brain like just sees, oh, you know, it's the same person who's talking above and just assumes it's the same last message. Ooh, a Claydol is Sandstream. That's interesting. Wait, it has Sandstream or Drizzle. That's actually pretty funny. Ooh, I want a Sandstream one. If I get the choice. Let's do this and see what you have. Grass Whistle yourself. Interesting, interesting. Okay, it has bad moves. What's that? Run away. Oh, there's also Weezings in here. Interesting. Squirtle. Ooh, Nidoking. See what Nidoking has? Decent damage, honestly, considering. Okay. I have a Stab Acid and a Mist Ball on this Pokemon. I don't think that's good enough to get through, like, the first few trainers. I would learn a new move at 9, but then it's like gambling whether that move is good. I think we try to pivot to level 8 Nidoking. Ooh, or a Feraligatr. Both of those could be good. This color change, though. Not a color change enjoyer. See if this one's also color change. It's terrible moves. Okay, we're not going for Alligator. For Alligator, good Pokemon, bad moveset. Yeah, if this Nidoking is bad, we can literally switch back to the wheezing that's on the different route. Seems decent though. Let's take its TM off. Let's cry when the TM's super good. Okay, they're both bad. Wish he was a special attacker, because he has both Ice Punch and Blaze Kick, but you know, that's fine, that's fine. We're definitely gonna like get Earthquake. We're gonna get like Earthquake and then Sludge Bomb. Yeah, we're just gonna run it. I believe. Oh my god, that attack is so good. Special attack, not so much, sadly, but... Oh my god, that Aurora Beam, it's hurting. It's hurting. Oh, the attack only went up 1 that time. It's fine, though. We have good HP, we have good defensive stats, and my attack is decent enough, you know? Assuming I get good, slightly better moves, which I know I don't learn many moves, so it's gonna be a bit rough. But if I get better moves, this could be a winning run. Nice phrase, nice phrase. Just gonna keep Ice Punching. It's not very powerful, but it's the best move we have against rock types here. Ow. And you burned me? What the heck, game? Worst Pokemon I could have run into, by the way, in case you're wondering. Oh, I get the phrase, though! Clutch phrase! And he unfreezes and uses Spite instead of anything good? Perfect, perfect. Yeah, get out of here, Steelix. We're running into a very strong Pokemon. We're getting very leveled. I'm already level 16 before... with 2 trainers left in here. It's pretty insane. My special defense is off the charts. Decent HP pool. Speed's like the only thing that's a bit lower. Like, I wish my special defense was lower and my speed was a bit higher. Then I'd be happy. But it's fine. Blaze Kick. Go Ice Punch and hope for the phrase. Almost gets me level 17 already. Alright, moves I want. I want Earthquake, I want Sludge Bomb. Those would be the 2 best moves I could get. Dragon Dance would also be amazing. I think those would be like my top 3 moves if I got to choose. This guy has like no special defense. Just mark that down. Sure, man. Keep using dig on me. That's fine. Edgy ice, you can blaze kick. Oh, and we get a burn? Perfect. I'm level 18 and a half after Radiant Forest. This might be the highest I've ever been. Those have been some very strong Pokemon I've run into. Okay, this is the worst Pokemon I could run into. Level 19, we take it, we take it. Okay, being paralyzed is fine. Being paralyzed is fine. Shed skin and it just got the boost. Dude, can you stop hitting 3 times? There's, you know, this ability to hit 5 times, I think? That you could do? Okay, thank God. I wasn't really scared of dying, that was just annoying. Whew. Okay. What do we have in our old bag of tricks here? We have PP up, sure. A potion, we have an awakening, okay. So, sleep is the only thing we can really deal with. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Potion and awakening, yep, that's basically it. All these other items are useless to us for the most part. We'll want to look at that artillery if this run doesn't turn into a win. See if it just had super low attack or if I'm insane. Okay, Crocodile, we Comet Punch. Hitting 2 times is not the best. Wish I was allowed to use Synthesis, man. So good for me. Ooh. Oh my god, you have Water Pulse? That's pretty bad for me. Let me Ice Punch you, see how much it does. Okay. That took you out in 1 hit. I'm gonna put you as low special defense. Lots of Pokemon with low special defense, which is a bit sad for me. And I'm actually gonna Blaze Kick you. Oh, you're faster than me, okay. Use our Awakening. And our Acid Armor, that's fine. Fine with the Acid Armor. You're very tanky here. Yeah, you're gonna put me back to sleep, that's fine, that's fine. Poison Tail, that's fine. You know, I might as well use my potion on you. Because you seem to not be able to do damage. Oh my god, you have Bone Club. Well then. What would I have learned? Anything good? Bad moves there. Slash would have been good, actually. I would have enjoyed having Slash. And nothing else would have been good. Okay. So it's Doomtron. And then I want to see... Octillery. What was Octillery? Yeah, low attack, also low special attack. Wouldn't have been good. Gardevoir into it's unfortunate. Oh, this is a terrible Gardevoir. Truant and no special attack. It's so over. Love getting excited about a Pokemon and then it's, you know, the worst Pokemon you've seen in your life. Oh, that's always unfortunate. Okay, may I have Fire move? No Fire move, but this could be worse. I don't think it gets out. Sucks I have Pure Power, but no good physical moves for getting out lab. Nah, didn't lower his accuracy at all. That's a bit rough. Oh, another Nidoking. Now let's give this to Man of Wood and Stone. Not giving him one today. Feels correct. Okay, so we go for Eruption and then Wing Attack. It's a bit risky because we'll probably be slower. Ooh, we're faster. That should be a one-shot. Nice, nice, nice. Speed is decent. Attack and special attack were mixed. Bit weak on the defense side, but that's okay. This Pokemon's good overall. We got Runaway, so I shouldn't have to worry about wild Pokemon. You know, not a big deal, really. Could have had a better ability, but that's the least on the list of things we want. We got Magnitude, we got Eruption, we got Wing Attack. Hidden Power we'll just replace, because I'm not a Hidden Power enjoyer myself. Max Potion, okay. A Protein, which we can just swallow instantly. Yummy Protein. All these Pokemon that are strong looking at me. Yeah. What are you, a Ho-Oh? Okay, that's you know, one of the worst Pokemon I could run into. Let's go Wing Attack. It does nothing. Let's go Hidden Power. Hidden Power is doing a bit more. Maybe we'll have to heal soon. I think we heal on next Mon, though. If we need to. You know, I'm gonna heal to be safe. Gonna Eruption on you. Gonna kill you instantly. Cool, cool, cool. Level 11 after first trainer, still alive, got through a legendary. We're in a good spot. Got a Max Ether, we're getting lots of good items. Pupitar, we Magnitude. Double Magnitude 7, that's fine. You can Magnitude this guy too. An Eruption on you. We're close enough to full health. Dude, I love my speed being my plus. I think that's what's saving me right now. This Pokemon would be a bit slow otherwise. We magnitude this guy. Ooh, a 6. That's not good. Good enough, though, I guess. I mean, we still eruption you, even though it's half hour. Yeah, your eruption's weak, buddy. We'll just eruption you again. Okay, so what do we want? Hidden power we would want replaced with sludge bomb. Magnitude we would want replaced with earthquake. Eruption is fine. And then wing attack would be better if it was like drill peck or something. Or maybe brick break would be, I think, preferable to wing attack. I guess we could have a good special move, though. We are better at special. Feebass actually hurts. Despite our good special defense. Guess a stab bubble beam will do that. They got a nice paralyze heal. So what are we sitting on? Max potion. We got a burn and a paralyze heal. That's about it. We have an ether, but we shouldn't need it. Heracross should just die. Okay, he's faster than me and has Destiny Bond. That's cool. You can do it. Do it this run. No, we can't, Mike. We got Destiny Bonded by a Heracross that's 5 levels lower than us and somehow faster. Because, you know, that happens. Oh my god, we would have gone Dragon Dance, too. Which is, like, one of the good moves I would have wanted. Would have gone Thunder Punch as well. That's another good move for coverage. Bloodshot's not great. I think I would have kept Magnitude over that. Like, yeah. We definitely would have had good moves. We'll see, like, what Brock had. Ooh, his team was sort of scary. Is that, like, no good answers for Poliwhirl, right? And that thing had Water Spout. So it's like he starts with the Poliwhirl, and probably clicks Water Spout, and it's probably faster than me. I guess it I would have been faster. I'm assuming I would have at least been level 18. So let's assume I'm faster. I would have clicked Wing Attack on it. Wouldn't have killed, but I would have taken lots of damage. Then he sends in this guy. Who I also can't really... I guess I... Magnitude, and it depends what level Magnitude I get. I might just, like, die to him, though. The Destiny Bond, like, sucks, though. How fast is this Heracross? Yeah, Heracross is just, like, all speed. Literally Glass Cannon Heracross, and he just happens to have... Destiny Bond. Yeah, I guess he had nothing very effective against me, so he just clicked Destiny Bond instead. That sucks. Very unfortunate. I thought that was going to be a really good run. We had a really good moveset. Our stat line was pretty good. Actually, it was very good, honestly. Hold on, I got a text from my mom that I need to respond to. Alright. My mom was just asking me about something they're getting rid of and if I wanted it. Almost a 4,000 resets here. Let's get another good run in. Ooh, a subtile. Grass move? Ooh, we do have a grass move. Alright, we'll give one to you here, Mike. What's Clint's tag 2? Okay, it doesn't do anything in battle. That'd be helpful. Oh, we just go Mega Drain here, I think. Sludge Bomb kills us in one. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I had a feeling we would die, that he'd have like an ice move or something super effective. He's in trouble for missing his nap time. You wish. I have not, other than like the times I've taken naps to get rid of headaches, I don't think I've taken a nap since I was like single digits. And I guess that isn't true. If you count when I went to the UK and didn't sleep on the plane, I technically like did a quote-unquote afternoon nap. I was a teenager then. Wow, yeah, no, a Sceptile. You know, Mike, we'll give it to you again just because it's a Sceptile again. Actually, no, we'll give it to Melee because it's a female one. We'll see if Melee can do better than you, Mike. This will be the official comparison. Good moveset, honestly. Though you're not much of a special attacker is the downside. And it's a water type, so that sucks. Let's go Boomerang. Keep clicking Boomerang. No, you survived the Sludge Bomb, so you're officially better, Melee. Congrats. Bulk Up? Do I want Bulk Up? I think it's better than Future Sight. Future Sight takes too long. So I think we go Bulk Up for now. And we're definitely more of an attacker. Game's looking at this and it's like, wow, you have amazing moves, and I'm just sitting here being like, but I have 12 special attack. Sceptile is one of my favorite Pokemon to get, though. Though grass moves are not the best in this game. That's like the one downside of having a Grassmon. Is like, even if I was a special attacker, the best grass moves are only, I don't know, 60 power, around there. Just be better. Had some deep runs with Sceptiles. Well, looks like I'll not be using a Sceptile, seeing how I just got Whirlpooled. Now I have to fight this thing. Maybe I can survive? By clicking Bulk Up? Need the Whirlpool to go away. What should that do? 5, so it'd do 10. Dude, how long does Whirlpool last? This move's broken as shit. It's actually so bad, but... There we go. Got an energy root to make up for it, that's fine. Had to burn our heal though, just in case. I didn't want to get crit and die. Alright, we're gonna run the Sceptile. That Scyther is just insanely fast for some reason. Now we'll do one Bulk Up to start. Tracked, not my favorite thing. Okay, we're asleep now. That's great. Oh, I have to heal or I just die, I think, to flamethrower. Yeah. Thank God you broke through of your love for the other Pokemon. Yippee! Okay, we're burning all our heals early, but it's getting us places at least. I would rather use my heals than die. That's okay, we're gonna get an amazing move right here, I'm sure. Unless we miss our Fire Blast. That's not something we want happening. Volt Tackle. Why am I learning all these amazing, special moves? What would this help me with? Water and flying types? Water types I could just hit with Bone Meringue for like neutral damage. I'm fine with those. So whether I want flying type coverage. I think I don't land it. Because the recoil would probably be too bad. Yes, that is what heals are for. Definitely have to get better at just using stuff. I get paralyzed turn 1. Thanks, game. Thank you. And paralyzed 2 turns in a row. That's really cool, man. A very good RNG happening here, man. Okay. It's a good thing we didn't go out of Bubble Beam. Though we might be dead anyway. Oh, we get confused by Signal Beam. That's really cool, and we hit ourselves. Okay. Everything that could have gone wrong that run did. I get paralyzed, then literally can't move 2 turns in a row because of it. And then I get confused and hit myself on top. It's like, it's not even something I can play around. It's just insanely bad luck. Oh, maybe. We'll give it to Prep. Zap Cannon. Slam. Oh, you disabled it. Oh, that's not good. Heat Wave. Oh. Well, I should have used Heat Wave because he had changed to an electric type, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Seemed to have high special defense. Let's check him out. No special defense, no attack. Explosion. Yeah. Guess relatively high special defense too, but slightly higher defense. Interesting. Just lots of HP. Not the type of Pokemon I want to run into. It was closer than it should have been, honestly. The fact that I got the turn 1 poison was lucky. I just needed him to have like a move that would have wasted his time. Then I might have could have won. I was expecting the Zap Cannon to do more with how big my special attack was. Dunsparce. what you got, Dunsparce? You're not getting out, Dunsparce. Sorry. Sorry to tell you. You have 6 attack and 9 special attack and 7 speed. Honestly, good moveset if you had good stats. Like, I love Meteor Mash, Extreme Speed as Stab. Those are the only 2 good ones. Maybe? Maybe I don't die to Blizzard instantly? Oh, I get frozen instead. That's cool, game. That's cool. No, I don't want to play the game anyway. It's annoying. I would have gotten out if I didn't get frozen there. The luck is not lucking today, you know, man. That happens. And turn the AC up so high in the lab? I guess so. Sadly, I can't control that. That's Professor Oak's doing, and I guess he likes it super cold. Alright, we'll give this one to Mike because it's Magneton. And I'll give run 4000 to you, Melee, assuming this run doesn't get us a win. Which, honestly, this Magneton looks pretty good. So, as long as we don't get hit by some insane special attacking move, we should be fine. So, like, I'm most scared of a, like, Blast Burn, Fire Blast. He missed the Sing. He takes damage. We hit him again. Won't die, but he dies this next turn. Nice, nice. Good job, Mike. You got out of lab. Trying to land Frenzy Plant, my boy. You've got Return. Whirlpool's so bad that it's like not even funny. I'd rather have Leer than Whirlpool, so we'll get rid of that. And we can get rid of the King's Rock. Yeah, because we're so close to 4,000 and I really don't want to do what I have planned for 4,000, I am going to do lots of running back and forth to get returns strength up, just to give me like the best shot possible on this run. This Magneton's really good. I think it has a moveset that could win us the run, so I want to give it the best chance possible. So for the next like 15 minutes of my life, I'll be running up and down. I know it's not exciting, but it could make the difference. And I would feel bad if the reason I lose is because it, like I could have leveled up Return more to actually do damage, and I didn't. Because I've definitely had like a run like that in the past. I think it was like on a Kangaskhan, where I was just like, oh, if I had Return be a bit stronger, this could have like actually been a good run. New Magneton is into 5Ks. I think it's actually just my character is into 5Ks. He likes running back and forth a lot. I can pick up the items though. Let's go pick up items. And then we can go back and do our fun running Calcium. We'll use that. Super Repel. You know, I'm just gonna use the Super Repel now. So I can get to everything quickly. Apparently that Torkoal's faster than me. So never mind, I'm not gonna go get all the items since that Torkoal decided to have a fire move and kill me, it would suck. What does the FR mean? So it means the more friendship I have on the Pokemon, the more damage it does. So like when you get it, it's a pretty weak move. It's like maybe, I don't know, 20 base power around there. It's not good. But it becomes like 110 or something around there once you get to max friendship. So sort of like, you know, how we run back and forth to get friendship to evolve Pokemon. To like, you know, get them to their ready state. That's what I'm doing here. This is making my friendship go up. There's just no nice tracker for it, sadly. Which is something I like wish they had. Because if they like actually showed the power based on, or like some way of showing what my friendship level was, I'd be able to gauge, oh, I'm full friendship, I can stop. Yeah, I agree, Mallory. There should be a progress bar. I don't know why they didn't put one in. I can see if I click on it if there's one. I don't think there is. Yeah. But you can see that's what it does. Its power is between 1 and 102. So I guess it's even lower than I thought. So yeah, you basically want to get it to be super strong. Which means running back and forth a lot. You know, isn't fun content, but winning is also fun content, so if it's able to get us the win, it will be worth it. If it doesn't, at least I'm practicing my yapping skills to you guys. Do any of you have big plans for your weekend? I know my main plan tomorrow is more cleaning that I haven't gotten done. Like, I was planning on doing it last week and then never got to it, and then this week I was dealing with the TV and stuff, so I didn't get to it. Need to, like, clean off my desk a bit. I want to clean my kitchen up a bit, and then just my normal Sunday cleaning as well. Lots of dusting to be done. We literally have like 12 more minutes of this, by the way. I'm planning on going to like 350 on my clock. And knowing my luck, I'm gonna do all of this. And then I'm gonna like run into a Pokemon that one-shots me or something, and it's not gonna matter. If I blue ball you today, there will be no blue balling unless this Magneton gets amazingly far. Like, there is the small chance this Magneton, you know, gets on like a run that's super long. And I do have to like end then, but unless that's the case, we'll definitely do the 4,000 run. Like, I'm not gonna have it die and then be like, oh, I'm not doing the 4,000 run, guys. You have to stay tuned till next time. It's super effective against Magneton. Fucking everything. You can see it here. So I'm immune to poison, which is great. I'm 4 times resistant to steel and flying moves. I'm half resistant to all those other moves, so that's really good. But then I'm 4 times weak to ground. That's probably the worst one. And then fire and fighting are 2 times effective against me. I have to do loads of vacation laundry and relax this weekend. Yeah, why do you have to relax? You're just on vacation. But yes, I know all about the vacation laundry. That's always a good time. No time to relax, Mike. You're running back and forth currently during Kaizo. You clearly have to be running in real life to, you know, simulate you being in the Pokeball. I guess it'd be more like getting chauffeured around almost. So if I just like a Pokeball on my belt. 14 hours travel day yesterday? Ew. That doesn't sound like fun. Was the trip you were on, Mike, with your kids, or was it a solo trip? With the kids, nice. Hopefully they were all very well behaved on the cruise. Doesn't negate the whole week of vacation. Sometimes I feel like I do need a vacation from my vacations, though, if I'm being honest. Like, sometimes you do all that traveling and you come back and you're, like, more tired than if you, like, hadn't gone on the vacation at all. That's the case, why bother going and wasting the money? I mean, it's still fun, right? Like, I've definitely done, like, plenty of things where it's, like, fun going to the event or whatever I was doing, but it was, like, still tiring. Vacation from a vacation is taking the kids to Dave and Buster's tomorrow. That should be fun. Last time I was at Dave and Buster's was with you, Mike, in TwitchCon. For like the John Sandman and Platty get together. It was a good time. That was one of those things that was like super fun, but I was like super tired after it. I actually was able to catch lots of, I guess I shouldn't say lots, but a bit of John's stream yesterday, because I was up super late. He was doing his, like, ban wheel things that he does when, you know, he gets enough bits and subs. I entered all of them. I sadly did not win a ban. I try so hard to win a ban always, and I never can when I'm there. Because I think if I take the ban, I'm, like, never around a stream. I maybe pop in, like, once or twice a year these days. At most. So it's like I wouldn't even notice the ban, most likely. So I'd be saving somebody. But alas, I never win. I think the only time I've won something in a John stream was back in like 2018, maybe 2019. You know, somebody did like a game giveaway thing for American Truck Simulator. And I entered it like sort of as a joke because I'm like, I'm not going to win this. And then I won it. And I've played a bit of American Truck Simulator, but it's like not my type of game. I couldn't get into it. I think I like played a few hours and then was like, eh, this isn't for me. So it was like worth the price of free, but it's not something I would suggest to people either. We should play together. I don't know if American Truck Simulator has a multiplayer mode. Does it? I don't know enough about it. Oh, it does? Interesting. Then maybe, yeah. I'd be down to download it and play it with you. You'd probably get annoyed at how bad I would be in it. Probably have to put it on like baby easy mode. Is it like two people driving the same truck, or is it like you're racing against somebody else? How does the multiplayer work, I guess? Because at least in my head, I can't picture how multiplayer would work with that game. You have no idea. You've never actually played yourself. Fair. Another game I should like try to get people to play with me, like on stream or something, is Binding of Isaac, because it has a multiplayer mode. That game slaps. I feel like Binding of Isaac would not be a melee game, because one, it has spiders in it, and two, it's like sort of on the gross side. Also have to do Pico Park. We 100% have to get like a group of people together for Pico Park. I'd be so down. I've played both of them like with my friends, but it's been long enough that I wouldn't like remember the puzzles or anything. It'd be super fun if we got like a full lobby of what, 8 people to do it with. I feel like it's definitely one of those games where it's like the more people you have, the better. I don't know if I ever told you, but I remember Coney like a year, maybe 2 years ago at this point. He did a Pico Park stream, and he like basically announced it in a way that it was gonna be a collab, right? So he's like, oh, I'm gonna have like this group of friends that's like Doki Bird and Brawl Pro and like Slime, like all these people who he had collabed with like a month prior for like a Street Fighter event. He was like, oh, we're gonna do Pico Park together. And then so like he starts up his stream, right? And then he's like, damn, where? And it's like he does his intro and everything, his normal, start of stream things. The time comes for, the collab to happen. And he's like, oh man, where is everybody? And people in chat are trying to be like helpful, and they're like, Doki Bird is like live playing something else, and while like sort of laughing at him, he's like pretending to be sad, and he's like, oh man, I guess I'm just gonna have to play by myself. It was all just like an elaborate bit for him to see how far he could get in Pico Park playing solo. He had like 4 controllers set up to his computer. He was playing it solo. It was super funny. Like, it was actually impressive how far he got. He was able to beat some of the levels, which is sort of insane. The game is obviously not made to be played with like one person, and is very timing based. Okay, ads are starting in a minute and a half. So I'm just gonna run the ads now, and then after the ads are finished, I will go and do the first trainer. Timing based, yes, they are timing based. I'd say overall, while they are timing based, many of them are not too hard. I'd say in Pico Park 2, you get to like the dork levels, which I'd say are the quote-unquote like challenge hard levels, and those are difficult. But everything else until then is like, I mean, it's difficult, but you just sort of have to like do it a few times and you get used to it. Been running back and forth for about 15 minutes now. Hopefully that's gonna be enough friendship for a return to do actual damage and not hit like a wet paper towel. Like Bread and Fred, it's much easier than Bread and Fred. Like all Pico Park is basically almost a bunch of like mini games. Like each level's almost like a mini game with like its own gimmick. It's closer to a platformer like Mario where you're in like individual levels. Like there's one where it's like, oh, you have to collect all the coins for the key to appear. But, you know, there's a timer going, so you have to be fast enough to collect the coins, and then you get to the door and you get everybody in the door. But I'm afraid you still can't believe we beat that game. I mean, we were able to beat it mainly, I think, because of the checkpoint system. I can't believe we beat it with all the internet issues we were having. That's what amazes me. Like, sometimes you had a really bad lag, and we were still able to do pretty well with it. I'm most impressed by. The ad should be over in 30 seconds. I'll probably give it, like, a few seconds after that, too, because I know sometimes it's not perfect at showing it. Need to restart, BRB. Hope you're gonna get hit with ads if you restart, but sure. Just almost lost power. Okay, I'll wait for you to be back, Mallory. I'll give us a bit more time. Got another hour until next round of ads, so... Yeah, hopefully avoid getting the ads again, which can be a bit finicky. I wonder if they ever said anything about like the ad situation and people getting more ads than they had set up to do. Just gonna wait on Mallory to get back, because I'm sure she would be very mad if she saw me running back and forth for, you know, almost 20 minutes now. And then missed Mike the Magneton dying instantly. Plus this is just a good excuse to get some extra running in. Because I honestly have zero idea when you get to max. Because I think to level up your Pokemon, you don't need max. Let me check that actually. How much friendship to get Crobat? I spelled Crobat wrong. Let's ignore that fact. You guys can't see it. Okay, so 220. I figured out why sometimes it feels like it takes longer and sometimes it takes shorter. Apparently, when you're running, once you take 128 steps, there's only like a 50% chance you get that friendship point. That's like technically possible. I'm like super low on my friendship. It's technically possible I'm maxed on it. But I think on average it'd take like 15 to 20 minutes for me to max out my friendship on Crobats. Or I guess Golbats that turn into Crobats. So I should be around the 220 part currently. Maybe a bit higher, and maybe if I'm a bit unlucky, a bit lower. But we'll see. Are you back yet, Mallory? You're still on rebooting here. It's fine though, if you're still gone, I can just keep grinding out this friendship. I'll give Mallor another minute or two here, but then we'll have to, you know, go and start the run. It's been what, 20 minutes, I think, since over 20 minutes now, just running back and forth. Probably at 4 p.m. I'll go no matter what, even if Mallory's not back. Does give me basically a high chance of being at maximum friendship here. Or at least close to it. So the scariest part about this Magneton is his HP is on the low side. Like, he has good attack, he has good special attack, and good speed. But my, like, defensive stats and HP pool are both not the best. So there is a good chance that I will just, fail to one-shot something and die instantly. But, you know. I have an insane moveset, I have Return, I have Brick Break, I have Frenzy Plant. Covers lots of Pokemon. Just gotta give it my best shot here. You might be like, you could at least check the Pokemon to see if pivoting's an option. I'm a bit scared of, at least in the forest, to do that because there is Torkoal that's at least faster than me in there. He could probably kill me with something if he has a strong move. Or I run into a Pokemon I can't run away from and I have to like kill it. Even if it doesn't kill me, like it traps me in with Whirlpool or, you know, one of those moves. Also, this Magneton just seems good, so I don't feel like I have to pivot. I'd rather have a Pokemon that I believe in than one that has, you know, just potential and then I catch it and then I'm like, oh, this thing's so bad, I wish I kept the Magneton. You know, lots of options here. But this is the one I'm taking. You're back, Mallory. Welcome back. I was waiting for you to come back before seeing how Magneton does in his battle. Make sure we're all healed up. Okay, we're gonna go Return. Did good damage. Extra Sensory did lots of damage to me. That's a bit scary. Okay, we Brick Break on you. We Brick Break on you again. Cool. Made it through the first trainer, took lots of damage, which is a bit scary, but we're able to make it through. So leveling up Return did give us, you know, what we needed there. I don't think we get past that first trainer if we didn't level up Return. Power Surge and Wi-Fi down and you had to update the Twitch app, which took forever. Yeah, I've definitely had that happen. So is it just like a power blip there then? Or it just, you know, takes out your Wi-Fi and then you have to wait for your modem and router to reboot themselves and everything. Then on top of that, your Twitch app needs to come finish, you know, downloading all its information. It's annoying. Okay, Ledion, we return. It didn't do much damage, that's great. Ow. Lowered my defense, that's pretty bad. You know, we will win Lost Refuge. There's a good chance that comes in handy. Also, slightly more of special attackers. I'm gonna Frenzy Plant this because I'm scared. I could die on this next Pokemon, though. It's a risk. Oh, thank God it's a Wishmer. Then I Brick Break through a Wishmer. Good job, Mike. Yeah, the game's giving me 5 stars. It's like you have a basically perfect set of moves. I don't know how it calculates the star system, but it's saying it's good, which I like. We use Return on the Latias here. Just gonna keep using Return on Latias. Oh, we get the crit too. It doesn't even get a chance to hit us. That's perfect. Got a Gligar. We're just gonna use Return on it. Almost dies. It Hyper Beams us, but that's fine. We're able to kill that. Okay. Level 15. A bit lower than we were in other runs, but that's fine. Can move plants and then check their outer when you get back upstairs. Sounds good, sounds good. I would say I'd suggest being here to see what the 4000 is when we get to it. But I understand you can't stay around always. You need to actually go do that, Because I don't know how long this run will take. Could die at any moment. Because I am a bit of a glass cannon. We Brick Break here. That's fine. Lowered my attack, but I'm still strong enough to burst through him. We're not gonna learn Mimic, that sucks as a move. Okay, now give me a PP up. Right here, PP up. Oh, blue flute. Useless. Delibird, we use Return on that. Level 17, cool, cool, cool. Use Return on Paris. Now use Return on the other Delibird. Yeah, that was a good trainer to get through. Delibird gives a lot of XP for being a very bad Pokemon. Oh, speaking of a Delibird, this guy has one too. That's just Zap Cannon me, that's fine. I wouldn't have done any damage really anyway. Brick Break you. You die in one hit, nice. I also love that Wigglytuff has Sandstream because I'm not affected by it, and it is. So it'll be taking periodic damage. Is Luster Bridge the one that lowers my stats? No. Okay. Why does Luster Bridge only have 5 PP? It's not that good. Interesting. Alright, we're getting to Brock today, again. Guess we got to him already once. I had forgotten about that. If we get past Brock, it's a successful day. Totodile, we use Return on. We use Return on Totodile again. We Frenzy Plant this Totodile. You seem to have 2 for some reason. Okay, Meowth, we Brick Break. Dies in one hit, we get a crit, that's nice. Not needed though, but nice. We Brick Break the Cloyster. It dies in one hit. We love that. We Brick Break the Amaranth. That's only neutral damage, though. Brick Break it again. Yeah, we just keep spamming Brick Break because it's trying to Focus Punch us. And we're through him. Try to learn Thunder Wave. We don't want to learn that. Don't think it's good enough. We Frenzy Plant this guy. And we die to Vital Throw. Okay. I'm surprised he sent out the Shepherd so late. I guess all the other ones also had super effectives. You're gonna go for it, kid? I thought you were gonna go for it too. I mean, Ghost-type Pokemon were always scary for us. When you're like, you know, good on the physical attack, but I thought Frenzy Plant would be able to deal with it. I'll be honest. Because we had good special attack. It was slightly better than our attack. And then Frenzy Plant's pretty strong, so I'm like, oh, I'll be able to one-shot this. Did not expect the fighting move coming out from it. But yeah, I don't think I could have played around that at all in any way. What would we have gotten? Pretty bad moves. We wouldn't want Dig. Dragon Claw's okay. Maybe I would have replaced Luster Purge with Dragon Claw. There's a chance there. I think I probably would have. And I don't really like Bone Rush because of the accuracy. But yeah. The super low HP was what was hurting us the most. Yeah. If we had better... If these IVs were much better... Because these IVs, you can have them like all at max, which is 32 is max. So it got pretty unlucky on the IVs. We could have had a lot more HP and defense, and attack and special attack. And speed for that matter, though the speed didn't matter because we were fast enough. But I think definitely if we had more special attack there and probably more HP, we live. So yeah, run 4,000 now. And this will be, you know, the last run here before we see if I can do the punishment. Because technically it is on 4,000 resets and not on run 4,000. So we will see what happens here. Mallory, you're getting this Pokemon named after you no matter what it is. I hope it's an evolution. I think that'd be a fun ending. But I'm sure it will not be. Okay, Crawdon. That's a good Pokemon. Pretty even stats overall. Serene Grace is good. So Serene Grace makes it so that all our effects have, I think, double the chance of rocking. So Rock, though, doesn't have anything. Thought I had a flinch, so that sort of sucks. Dizzy Punch is 20% chance to confuse, so now it's 40% chance. So Dizzy Punch is actually pretty good here. Constrict is a useless move, and Swift never misses. So if we ever get super low accuracy, we can use Swift. But let's see, I go Rock though here because it's super effective. Ooh, that did no damage. Okay, that's scary. We need to put it in confusion. Oh, yes, Revenge. And we are dead. Alrighty then. I was hoping that run would go better. Let's look at that micro stat. It must have been like all defense or HP or something. I guess my attack wasn't super high, but it wasn't low. Yeah, just HP defense and special attack. Didn't even have any attack, but just had Revenge. Which, you know, is 120 power, super effective against me. Annoying. Okay, we'll hit our reset button here. Alrighty. Let me find the text. Where's the text I want? Punishments. There we go. Alright, and what am I doing for 4,000 resets? End stream forever. I'm never streaming again, guys. I'm fucking done with streaming. Fuck this game. I'm joking though. I'm joking. I can't even keep that on. But I do have a whole thing for 4,000 resets here. So give me 1 second to switch some stuff. The music will cut out for a second while I change some stuff. Oh, actually it might be fine. We can do that. I switch here. Shouldn't be hearing any music. Okay. Alright, for 4,000 resets, guys. Welcome on into the newsroom here. Made it myself. Hope you're all happy to be here today. Let's put on some background music here. Alrighty. So, I know this will make people sad, but I cannot win for the fucking life of me in Kaizo Ironmon. I don't know if I'm unlucky. I don't know if I'm bad. Maybe a mix of the two. That's probably the answer. I like to think it's just unlucky because I'm copiuming. But I am ending Ironmon. Why did I start Kaizo Ironmon? I watched Point Crow and Trent play it on their Twitch streams, and I'm like, hey, this looks like a lot of fun. I want to do it myself and, see how it goes. Trent, I think, took maybe like 1,000 runs. Point Crow took, I don't know, I can't remember. I think he went over 4,000, honestly, if I remember correctly. But, I remember watching both of them, and I was like really enjoying the content, and I'm like, yeah, I can do this myself. And thought it looked like a lot of fun and was very excited. You made it yourself, and you're still not taller than the lectern? Yeah, I'm a penguin. I'm not that tall, man. This lectern was made for humans. It's a struggle here. I do my best. I'm pretty big for a penguin, but, I just do what I can. I also don't want to block the screen much. That's the real reason, but don't tell anyone. But yeah, so this is why I started Kaizo Ironmon. And this is why I'm stopping. I've stopped enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie. I would say, if I had to pinpoint an exact moment my heart broke and I'm like, I'm not enjoying Kaizo anymore, it was like after Kaizo month, which was January. So I figured, this would take around 2,000 runs. That's the number I had, heard of. And I was like, okay, that's like, average number of runs it'll take people. It's around 2,000. It's the number I had in my head before starting. So I'm like, I'll double that. If I get to 4,000 runs, I think I'll have given it a good shot, and I will be happy with where I am at. And I think we had some really good runs. I mean, I know it's a joke, but that ML run was super good. There's like really good Typhlosion run that I had that ended up like dying to a random trainer. There were some other evolution runs and starter runs that went super far. So I am very happy with how everything went overall. But yeah, I have not been enjoying it for like the past 6 months I've been doing it. Every day on Saturday I wake up and I'm like dreading streaming Kaizo. I do know all you guys enjoy it, but my heart has not been in it at all, sadly. So part of my punishment will be admitting that Point Crow and Trent are better than me at Pokemon. It hurts to say, I will be honest, because I do think there's a lot of luck that comes with it, but they both beat it, and I am tapping out. Okay, so what am I going to do on my Saturday streams from here on? I had a few ideas. It is possible Kaizo can come back through maybe like a sub goal or something. I am not 100% sure on that. I will think about it. I do want to take at least like the rest of the year off from Kaizo. So through the rest of 2026, there'll definitely be no Kaizo no matter what. But there will be more Pokemon streams. I was thinking about doing sort of like variety on Saturday, but I do think I want to stick with Pokemon. I do like Pokemon. And I believe the next thing I am going to go with is Pokemon Too Many Types. So if you don't know what Pokemon Too Many Types is it's a mod that was created by Alpha Red and his team, where it basically is Pokemon Emerald, but they added in a bunch of different types. And while I did watch the original video of Too Many Types, I do not remember the types. I do not remember what is super effective against everything in it. So I think it would be a fun idea to do a basically standard Nuzlocke of Pokemon Too Many Types, but I'm not allowed to look up a type chart for anything. So I'll basically be slowly building my type chart over the run and possibly multiple runs if I get wiped. So that is what you can expect for next week and probably a decent amount of time on Saturday streams. I think it will honestly be just as fun or more fun than the Kaizo streams because my heart will actually be in it and I will be enjoying it. So I do hope you guys stay tuned for that. Then if for plans after Too Many Types, it could be multiple things after that. I might do a standard Ironmon run instead of Ironmon. So it'd basically be what we've been seeing, except the rules would be a little less strict. I'd be allowed to use any of the Pokemon. I'd be able to use items on my Pokemon. Like I could have items equipped to it, which would make it a lot easier. Basically, it'd be if you watched what Ludwig did with his his Ironmon stream, it's that. So it still would be hard, but it would feel possible for me to do compared to Kaizo Ironmon. But yes, this is my official announcement that I am giving up on Kaizo. If you guys have any questions, I will be fielding them now. But I am looking forward to moving on from the Kaizo Ironmon runs, at least for the foreseeable future. So does anyone have questions about future streams on Saturdays? The Tuesday and Wednesday streams will remain the same. Why do I hate you so much? That's your only question? Well, you know, Mally, as a streamer, streamers' jobs are to hate their mods. You know, it's how we make the big bucks here in this industry. Yeah, little do you know, like behind the scenes of, you know, every streamer, there's like secret handoff of where we're just, you know, talking shit about our mods constantly. We don't appreciate any of the things you guys do. Like we pretend to, you know, but behind the scenes we're just like complaining to other streamers, oh, my mods suck. Or why can't they do literally all the work for me when I don't pay them and they are free labor? But honestly, I do know, Mala, you really enjoyed the Kaizo streams, and I do appreciate you sticking around for all of them. But I cannot do it anymore. Like I said, literally ever since January, I've honestly disliked it every time I've gone live with Kaizo. Some days are better than others, but I can tell for a while now that my enjoyment has been gone from it, and I don't think I'm entertaining when I am not enjoying it. I would say basically first 1,000 runs, tons of fun. I enjoyed the first 1,000. 1,000 to 2,000, probably like 90% fun. I was still enjoying it a lot then. And then I hit like the 2,000 to 3,000 mark, and that's when it like started dropping a lot. But I still think I was like enjoying it a decent amount. It was like, you know, 60%. And then like I hit 3,000 to 4,000, and every time it's just like, I don't want to be doing this. And like I'd even have like a decent run, and it's like I wouldn't be feeling good about them. I felt like I was just like going through the motions, and I felt like I was like also probably playing worse because I was like not enjoying it. So I was probably sometimes, you know, rushing more than I should or making bad decisions because I wasn't thinking through things properly. But yes. But there will be more Pokemon. It will still sort of be challenge types. It will just not be Kaizo Ironmon. But yeah, I do think I am going to end stream here for today. We're already at 2.5 hours, and I don't want to do any more Kaiser runs, but I will see you guys hopefully on Tuesday and Wednesday for finishing up Neo. I'll have some fun stuff to talk about, I think, at the beginning of that stream, which I noticed on Thursday when I was trying to grind. And then next Saturday will be the start of Too Many Types Nuzlocke. Thank you for the attempts. Thank you, Mike. I wish you luck if you ever go back to Kaizo Ironmon, that you get a good runs and maybe you can beat it before me and lord it over me for all eternity. Same with Mallory if she ever starts. But yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend and a good start to your week. Have a good one. Bye.